Okay, well, I did a alien ranking. Now I'm going to do a Predator ranking, fitting because Predator Badlands just came out. So these are the films of the Predator. Uh, so I have Hunted, which is top level, Near Hit, which is like pretty good, watchable, entertaining. Basic Hunt, which means it's like you can take it or leave it. Crash and Burn is don't bother watching it. Okay, so let's start with the original. Above all else, above every Predator film I have seen that's come out in this entire franchise, the first Predator is the best and will always be the best. The way it was shot, the way the characters are in the film. You have these badasses going in the jungle and they don't realize that they're being hunted by this creature. It's the first, time we see this predator. Of course, they don't really show it till a little bit mid, halfway through the film. Schwarzenegger's great in it. Of course, he's the action hero at the time. And even all the other characters that follow the Dutch character here, it is really, you're kind of like, oh, you care for these guys because they're badasses. It's a macho movie. It's got some crazy kills in it. Has very suspenseful moments. It's got a really good climax. It's got the famous line in it, "You're one ugly motherfucker" by Schwarzenegger in it. It's just the overall whole movie, suspenseful action. There's comedy, a little bit of comedy in there, but not a lot there. Carl Weathers, of course, is in the film. We all remember that actor. He was fantastic. And here he plays sort of a Dutch's old buddy that comes back, and um, all around, it's a great film. The effects still hold up today. Came out in 1987 and still holds up. Nothing will top it. Nothing will top it, in my opinion. And none of these other Predator movies have. So that's going to be the number one Predator movie of all time. Um, it'll take a lot to dethrone it. A lot. Predator 2, I'm going to put in near hit. I originally didn't like the second one too much. Danny Glover, a weird casting choice, but he was, I guess, hot off of Lethal Weapon, and they figured that like this would be another movie to get under his belt for. Honestly, Danny Glover, like he's good at like comedy and cop movies and stuff, but it's odd even now seeing him in a film like this. It had Gary Busey in there. Not as good as the first one. It's pretty much like taking place in the city, which I'm kind of cringe on because it's like, yeah, you're bringing Predator into reality. It's kind of like, that's partly why I never had whole love for this film. But over time, it's grown on me. Bill Paxton's in it. There's some really interesting sequences in there. Um, some of the graphics haven't dated as well, which is odd because the first Predator movie is still great. The graphics are great and everything. Predator 2, there's a couple of sequences in there that are kind of like meh, but it's a watchable, entertaining film. And it does have the first time you see an inside of a Predator ship, which is really cool. Um, so yeah, I'll leave it at that. Um, okay, let's try and remember what the order is. It was AVP, was it? AVP came out after that. Predators was after. I don't know. AVP. I'm gonna put in Basic Hunt. It's not the worst film on the planet, but it was disappointing as hell. Here you have the two title monsters from the Alien franchise and the Predator franchise meeting for the first time. There's like one cool fight in it between two of them. But like the characters are cannon fodder. There's like the main girl in it, she's fine, but overall it's just a throwaway film. Even if you watch the director's cut that adds like a little extra scenes in there, it doesn't grant it a higher ranking in my opinion. It's just it was made, it was there, there's some entertainment to be had, but it's ultimately a disappointing film on what could have been. And graphically, it does hold up a little bit. You get Lance Hendricks reprising his role as the hell's the character's name? It was there and then it went away. But anyway, yeah, he's in there. But yeah, it's a throwaway film for sure. Alien versus Predator Requiem is downright garbage. Okay, they throw in the Predator and Alien on Earth, and the characters are stupid. They're just unlikable. They're cannon fodder. The effects don't hold up. The movie is very dark, and I mean that in two ways. One, it's actually the screen is dark for most of the dark parts, and it's hard to see what the hell's going on. Okay, and then there's a couple of sequences, especially one with a pregnant woman that's like, what the hell? This is insane. Like, why are you doing this? I'll stop right there. And then they have like this pred alien idea that they throw in there. Like they had like this horrible alien hybrid in Alien Resurrection, which was shit. Here's the same thing. They have this pred alien idea, and it's like, no, it doesn't work for me. The creature design was terrible, in my opinion. The Predator in the film is probably the best part of the whole movie because he kicks some ass here and there, but overall, the movie is just downright terrible. You just don't care what the hell happens to these characters and stuff, and it's definitely a forgettable film. Um, so I think Predators came before The Predator, if I recall. Um, Predators. I'm gonna put that in Hunted. I really like the idea of these kind of like different types of anti-heroes, I guess you could call them, that end up on this hunting planet, all with their unique sort of skills, and they're being hunted not only by a predator but other things. And this is the first film in the franchise where the clan thing comes into play, the clan idea, and I thought that was very interesting. Um, and Adrian Brody plays, of course, the badass in there, and and there's oh, what's that actor's name? He was in the Machete. He's been in quite a bit of stuff. Darn it, Teo. But yeah, um, and I like all the characters in there. It's much like the first Predator film, where like they're likable. Too, you like their kind of like backstory, and the actors really bring out these characters. Topher Grace is in there from that '70s show, or honestly, like he's the comic relief in the film. There's another actor in there that you probably will recognize from the Justified show with Timothy Olyphant. But solid film. They kind of go back to the basics, and they have like actually the music from the first film in there, and it does connect back a little bit in the first film, and I enjoy the hell out of it each time I watch it. There's a really cool like samurai sword fight, um, and there are a lot of really cool sequences in it, and it starts right off like you're in the stuff, and it's like adrenaline kind of deal with some good suspense and everything. So it's also got some different kind of creatures in there. So yeah, solid film. Um, The Predator, trash. Okay, it's a PG Predator movie with uh, I don't even know like I remember any of the actors in that film. It surrounds this kid, and I saw it like once, and I have no desire to go back and watch it. It had Thomas Jane in it, I believe, but like it was just characters are stupid. You don't care. It's another one of those like it's a bad PG The Predator, and other than like maybe a sequence where like he smokes a couple of guys in this like lab area. It's just a forgettable film for a Predator film, and I hated the climax too, though. So yeah, no dice on that one. Prey is going at the top, an excellent comeback after the Predator, and I like the fact that it's a period piece, that it takes place in the past, showing a very different type of Predator that's more tribal looking, and all that kind of stuff. And the main character in there, she's very good. And a lot of cool suspense, a lot of cool moments in there. It's rated R uh, level of content, and it's like Predators and Predator. There's good suspense and good action. It's a pure Predator movie. It's what you want in a Predator film, and that's what you get in Prey. Solid, solid film. I gotta put Predator Kill of Killers, the animated movie, up there as well. I really like the telling of three tales of three different characters at different time periods, and the predators involved, and then kind of like the climax with all three characters at the end of the movie there, setting up possibly like a crazy kind of universe here that Prey started. Um, I mean, is that the plan? And I mentioned this in my Predator Badlands review is you have all these kind of different characters there and you have different clans and stuff. I'm wondering where they're going to go with this. So who knows? Who knows? Predator Badlands, I'm going to put a near hit. Um, it it's very good, very entertaining, but doesn't have that level of the top tier films for me. And it has a lot to do with the Disney isms in there. So you have your cute creature in there, you have your humor in there. I mean, it's all fine and it's entertaining. It didn't detract from the film itself, but it's not the level of the top Predator films because the top Predator films are the Predator's the antagonist, he's badass, and he does stuff, right? And it's a fight of survival. Now, having said that, I do really like Predator Badlands for focusing on the Predator side of things with the tribes and their language and their planet and stuff. I think that has some cool future building on that kind of stuff, especially the way it kind of the film ended and whatnot. I think it's got a solid foundation for these last three Predator films to go forward, and it looks good. It looks good. Um, so there's my ranking for the Predator films that are to date. We'll see what the future is. I just hope that they continue a solid run here. I hope they don't get too like nuts, like go too far one way or the other. But I do think a combination of having the Predator as kind of the antagonist as well as like possibly with Deck, the main character from Predator Badlands, kind of like where's his character going to go. I think you can combine that. You can make both sides of the Predator universe here go pretty well. And what's going to happen with like these other characters? Are they going to the survivors? Are they going to end up in other movies? Like, is Arnold Schwarzenegger going to come back? I mean, he's old now, but I mean, he can make a cameo or something like that, right? Who knows? I mean, if they do another animated movie, he could lend his voice for sure, and that'd be cool. So, yeah, do check out the new Predator Badlands. See what your thoughts are about it. Leave your favorite Predator movie down in the comments there, and give a like and a thumbs up, and we'll catch you in the next video.